Welcome to the Rare History Channel. 6 amazing facts from Super Bowl history. The Super Bowl is an enormously popular sporting event that takes place each year to determine the National Football League (NFL) champion. Millions of fans gather around televisions on a Sunday in January or February to celebrate this de facto national holiday. Broadcast in more than 170 countries, the Super Bowl is one of the most watched sporting events in the world, with elaborate halftime shows and new commercials adding to the appeal. Number 1. History of the Super Bowl. Though the NFL officially formed in 1920, the Super Bowl wasn't played until more than 40 years later. In 1960, a group of businessmen who wanted to own football franchises but were denied by the NFL launched an alternative league, known as the American Football League (AFL). For several years, the NFL and AFL were rivals, competing for fans, players, and support. Then, in 1966, owners negotiated an agreement to merge the leagues by 1970. The first Super Bowl, which featured the AFL, Kansas City Chiefs, and NFL champion, Green Bay Packers, was played on January 15, 1967. The game was originally called the AFL-NFL World Championship Game. Later, Chiefs owner Lamar Hunt proposed using the term Super Bowl to refer to the championship game. After the leagues merged, the NFL split into two conferences, the American Football Conference (AFC) and the National Football Conference (NFC). The champions of each play in the Super Bowl. Number 2. The first Super Bowl. In Super Bowl I, the NFL champion Green Bay Packers defeated the AFL champion Kansas City Chiefs 35-10 on January 15, 1967 at the Los Angeles Memorial Coliseum. Although ticket prices averaged $12, the game was not a sellout, the only non-sellout in the game's history. The game drew 61,000 fans and was televised by CBS and NBC. The next year, the Packers decisively won Super Bowl II against the Oakland Raiders, 33-14. Many questioned whether the AFL champion could beat the NFL's best. Number 3. Super Bowl MVPs. Green Bay Packers quarterback Bart Starr won the first 2 MVP awards. Quarterbacks have won the award more than any other position, by far. Former New England quarterback Tom Brady, who signed with the Tampa Bay Buccaneers in March 2020, has won 5 Super Bowl MVP awards, 4 with the Patriots and 1 with the Buccaneers. Number 4. Super Bowl Halftime Show. The early Super Bowls featured marching bands. Then popular musicians took center stage, and the shows evolved into much-anticipated spectacles. Some viewers consider the halftime show, now a 30-plus minute act, a bigger event than the game. Internationally famous Michael Jackson, U2, Madonna, Bruce Springsteen, Lady Gaga, Paul McCartney, Prince, Beyoncé, Coldplay and others have performed during the halftime show. The halftime show is famous for musical surprises and mishaps. On February 3, 2013, at Super Bowl 47 in New Orleans, the power went out during Beyoncé's halftime show. At Super Bowl 38 in Houston on February 1, 2004, audiences went into an uproar over the Nipplegate controversy during the performance by Janet Jackson and Justin Timberlake. Number 5. Memorable Super Bowl matchups. Super Bowl III, New York Jets 16, Baltimore Colts 7, January 12, 1969. The Jets' win was the first in the Super Bowl for the AFL, widely viewed at the time as inferior to the NFL. Super Bowl 13, Pittsburgh Steelers 35, Dallas Cowboys 31, January 21, 1979. Steelers quarterback Terry Bradshaw threw for 318 yards and 4 touchdowns. Super Bowl 23, San Francisco 49ers 20, Cincinnati Bengals 16, January 22, 1989. Joe Montana threw the winning touchdown pass to John Taylor with 34 seconds left, capping an 11-play, 92-yard drive. Super Bowl 25, New York Giants 20, Buffalo Bills 19, January 27, 1991. A missed field goal by the Bills gave the Giants their second Super Bowl win in 5 years. Super Bowl 34, St. Louis Rams 23, Tennessee Titans 16, January 30, 2000. The Rams stopped the Titans at the 1-yard line in the waning seconds. Super Bowl 36, New England Patriots 20, St. Louis Rams 17, February 3, 2002. A field goal as time expired secured the victory for the Patriots. Super Bowl 49, New England Patriots 28, Seattle Seahawks 24, February 1, 2015. Malcolm Butler's interception at the 1-yard line with 28 seconds left sealed the win for the Patriots. Super Bowl 51, New England Patriots 34, Atlanta Falcons 28, February 5, 2017. In this epic game, the Patriots overcame a 25-point deficit to win in the Super Bowl's first overtime game. Super Bowl 42, New York Giants 17, New England Patriots 14, February 3, 2008. The Giants stunned the Patriots, ruining what would have been the second perfect season of the Super Bowl era. David Tyree's helmet catch on New York's last drive led to Eli Manning hit Plaxico Burress for the winning score. New England finished the season 18-1. Number 6. Super Bowl short facts and figures. The Pittsburgh Steelers and New England Patriots each have 6 Super Bowl victories, the most of any team. The Dallas Cowboys and San Francisco 49ers each have 5 wins. With 5 defeats each, the Denver Broncos and New England Patriots are tied for most Super Bowl losses. The Detroit Lions, Jacksonville Jaguars, Houston Texans and Cleveland Browns are the only teams that haven't played in a Super Bowl. The Patriots have made the most Super Bowl appearances of any team, 11. The championship team receives the Vince Lombardi Trophy, named for the legendary Green Bay Packers coach, who won the first 2 Super Bowls. Because the football season runs into 2 calendar years, Roman numerals are used to identify each Super Bowl. The Super Bowl venue changes each year. Tampa Bay, in Super Bowl 55, is the only team to win a Super Bowl in its home venue. Super Bowl Sunday is the second largest day for food consumption in the United States, with only Thanksgiving ahead of it. The NFL restricts the use of the phrase Super Bowl for advertising purposes. Companies come up with creative alternatives, such as referring to it as the big game.